Welcome back to my blog. Today I'm standing right in front of the famous Versace Mansion. This property has a history nearly as colorful as the man who made it famous. Before its most famous owner, Gianni Versace, was shot at the front steps, Casa Casarina was always a tourist attraction in Miami Beach. Originally commissioned by Standard Oil heir Alden Freeman in 1930, the house was rumored to be named for the only standing tree on the property after the devastating hurricane of 1926. Freeman, who had retired at 27 to travel the world, designed the house as a copy of Alcázar de Colón, a 16th century castle in the Dominican Republic built for Christopher Columbus's son Diego. The home even has a brick from the castle built into the right side of the main entrance of the mansion. In its heyday, the property had a total of 24 apartments that Freeman filled with guests and friends. Approximately 130 decorative medallions were lined along the perimeter of the second story in the courtyard, all of which are still in place. The subject matter of the medallions depicts people's portraits, places, and historical events that held historical or personal significance with Freeman. The bronze kneeling Aphrodite statue, the Greek goddess of love, in the center of the courtyard was specially commissioned and has resided in the house ever since. Freeman died at Casa Casarina in 1937 due to prolonged illness, and the house was sold to Jacques Amsterdam for $100,000. He turned the complex into rental apartments, named Amsterdam Apartments. He later made few changes to the home, including adding an elevator and moving the bronze statue of Aphrodite from the courtyard to the front of the home to greet guests with love. In 1993, Gianni Versace was passing through town on his way to Cuba when he asked a cab driver to show him something fancy and fun about South Beach. He spotted the bronze statue of Aphrodite at Casarina's front entrance, and after taking a tour, he purchased the home in its entirety for $2.95 million. The 24-apartment structure was converted into a home with 10 bedrooms, a bar, a library, 2 kitchens, 3 sitting rooms, and 10 bathrooms. The renovation cost $32 million. Versace also purchased the Revere Hotel that occupied the adjacent property for $3.7 million, subsequently tearing it down to make room for the garden and pool area. The mansion became a landmark, not just an emblem of new celebrity status of South Beach, but for the lavish parties Versace threw and its famous house guests, which include Madonna, Princess Diana, and Elton John, who were all frequently cited as some of the biggest names who spent the night at Casa Casarina. In 1997, Versace was famously shot on the footsteps of the house retrieving his newspaper that summer morning on July 15. He was murdered by Andrew Cunanan, who was on a killing spree, having earlier murdered 4 others. The house was purchased in 2000 by Peter Lofton and turned into a members-only club with parties that cost $10,000 a night. In 2013, one of its owners filed for bankruptcy and it was bought at auction in a $41.5 million cash deal. Casa Casarina has since been adapted as a luxury boutique hotel with an Italian Mediterranean restaurant named Gianni. This property is still hot enough to host Art Basel parties and charge over $1,000 a night for a room in one of its 10 suites. Let me know what you think about this in my comments below. And thanks for passing by my blog.